What's up, guys? Today we're counting down the top 5 SUVs you can grab for under 15K. Reliable, spacious, even fun to drive. Stick around till the end because you won't believe which SUV made the cut. Smash that like button, hit subscribe, and drop a comment with your guess before we start. Number 5. 2017 Ford Escape. Kicking off our list at number 5 is the 2017 Ford Escape. This SUV checks a lot of boxes if you're hunting under 15K. Modern looks, plenty of features, and it's easy to find all over Craigslist and Facebook Marketplace. You can usually grab one in the $9,000 to $13,000 range, depending on mileage and trim, which means an SE or SEL with decent options is often well within budget. The ride is comfortable, handling is sharper than some rivals, and if you get one with the Sync 3 system, it still feels surprisingly modern for a car that's pushing 8 years old. Fuel economy isn't bad either. The 1.5-liter EcoBoost does solid MPG, and if you go for the 2.0-liter turbo, you'll get more punch for highway passing. The interior space works well for small families too, plenty of rear seat legroom and a cargo area big enough for Costco runs or road trips. But here's where things get tricky. The Escape has a reputation for check engine light drama, sometimes hesitation, stalling, or loss of power, usually tied to sensors or the turbo. It's not guaranteed to happen, but enough owners have complained that you'll want a thorough test drive before buying. Another common issue is the transmission. Most Escapes do fine, but some start showing slipping or rough shifting as the miles pile up, especially if previous owners skipped maintenance. And then there's the build quality. Paint that chips too easily, squeaky plastics inside, and the kind of little annoyances that make you realize why it's so affordable. Maintenance costs are usually around $500 to $600 a year, which isn't bad at all for an SUV. The trick is finding one that's been cared for. Regular oil changes, recalls handled, and no ignored warning lights. Buy one with a sketchy history, and it could become a money pit faster than you can say EcoBoost. Bottom line, if you land a clean Escape with good service records for around 13K or less, it's actually a solid deal. Roomy, decently teched out, and better to drive than some of its boring competitors. Just don't skip the test drive. Make sure the transmission shifts smooth and the turbo doesn't sound like it's on life support. Get that right, and the Escape could be your budget SUV winner. Number 4. 2016 Nissan Rogue. Sliding into number 4, we've got the 2016 Nissan Rogue. This SUV is one of the most popular choices on the used market in the US, and for good reason. It's practical, economical, and you can find them everywhere. Dealership lots, Craigslist, Facebook Marketplace, you name it. If you're looking for something affordable and reliable under 15K, the Rogue is always going to pop up. Most clean examples with around 80,000 to 110,000 miles go for about $10,000 to $14,000, so it fits right into the budget. The biggest selling point of the Rogue is its versatility. It's got decent fuel economy for its size, about 26 mpg city and 33 mpg highway with the 2.5-liter four-cylinder engine. It's not fast by any means. In fact, it's slower than Grandma's Buick climbing a hill. But if you want a commuter SUV that won't drain your wallet at the gas pump, it gets the job done. Inside, it's comfortable and surprisingly roomy. The rear seats slide and recline, and some models even came with a tiny third row, though to be honest, that's only useful if your passengers are hobbits. Cargo space is generous too, making it an easy family hauler. Now let's talk about the downsides, because no budget SUV is perfect. The Rogue's biggest weakness is its CVT transmission. Nissan is notorious for CVT issues, and while some Rogues hold up fine with regular maintenance, others end up with whining noises, jerky acceleration, or complete transmission failure. And when that happens, you're looking at repair bills that make you wish you never left the dealership lot. Performance is another weak spot. It's underpowered, especially when loaded with passengers or cargo. So if you're looking for excitement behind the wheel, this isn't it. Maintenance costs are relatively cheap if you stick to the basics, oil changes, brakes, and filters, but if that CVT starts acting up, you could be in for a $3,000+ repair, which is why it's super important to check service records before buying. Make sure the transmission fluid has been changed regularly and take it on a long test drive to catch any weird noises or hesitation. At the end of the day, the 2016 Rogue is a safe bet if you want something affordable, fuel-efficient, and family-friendly. It's easy to find, cheap to run, and comfortable for daily life. Just be picky when shopping. Avoid the beat-up, poorly maintained ones, or you'll end up with a lemon. Play your cards right, and the Rogue could be a solid SUV under 15K.
Number 3. 2016 Hyundai Santa Fe Sport. Taking the number 3 spot, we've got the 2016 Hyundai Santa Fe Sport. If you're hunting for a mid-size SUV under 15K, this one gives you a lot of bang for your buck. It's bigger than compact SUVs like the Rogue or Escape, but still easy to live with day to day. Prices usually sit between $11,000 and $15,000 depending on mileage and trim, which means you can often grab one with plenty of features without breaking the budget. The Santa Fe Sport stands out for space and comfort. The cabin is roomy with supportive seats and a quiet ride that makes long drives a breeze. Cargo capacity is solid, and unlike some compact SUVs that feel cramped, this one has enough room for family road trips, groceries, and even that Costco haul you swore would fit. It also came loaded with features compared to rivals at the time. Things like heated seats, panoramic sunroof, and a solid infotainment system if you land a higher trim. The styling still looks modern today, so you won't feel like you're driving a relic from the early 2000s. Under the hood, you'll find either a 2.4-liter four-cylinder or a turbocharged 2.0-liter. The 2.4 is fine for daily driving, but can feel sluggish, while the turbo gives more punch, but at the cost of fuel economy. Either way, it's not a performance SUV, you won't be smoking anyone at a stoplight, but it's more than capable for commuting and family duty. Fuel economy hovers around 20 to 27 mpg, which is respectable for its size. Of course, it's not all sunshine and rainbows. Some owners report engine issues, especially with the 2.4-liter models burning oil at higher mileage. The turbo models can also get expensive to repair if neglected. Another thing to watch is the suspension. It's known to wear faster than you'd expect, leading to clunks or rattles over bumps. These aren't deal breakers if the SUV was maintained, but they're worth checking before you buy. Maintenance costs are generally reasonable, about $500 to $650 a year for regular upkeep. Parts are easy to find, and mechanics are familiar with Hyundai SUVs, so you won't be stuck hunting for specialized repairs. The key is finding one with a clean service history, because if the oil changes were skipped, that engine might be a ticking time bomb. Overall, the 2016 Hyundai Santa Fe Sport is a smart buy if you want something bigger than a compact SUV without jumping into gas-guzzling territory. It's spacious, comfortable, and still feels modern inside and out. As long as you double-check the engine's health before buying, this SUV can deliver a lot of value for under 15K. Number 2. 2017 Mazda CX-5. At number 2, we've got the 2017 Mazda CX-5, one of the most fun-to-drive SUVs you can score under 15K. Mazda nailed it with this model. Sharp looks, quality interior, and handling that makes it feel more like a sporty hatchback than a family SUV. Most used examples with 80,000 to 100,000 miles fall between $12,000 and $15,000, so it's right at the top of our budget, but worth stretching for if you find a clean one. The CX-5 stands out for the driving experience. The steering is tight, the suspension is balanced, and it actually feels engaging on twisty roads, something most SUVs in this price range completely fail at. The 2.5-liter four-cylinder engine isn't a powerhouse, but it's smooth, reliable, and gets decent fuel economy, around 24 mpg city and 31 mpg highway. It won't blow the doors off anything, but compared to a Rogue or a CR-V of the same year, the Mazda feels much more fun behind the wheel. Inside, it punches above its class. The interior looks upscale with quality materials and a clean design that doesn't scream budget SUV. Even base models came decently equipped, and higher trims had leather seats, a premium Bose sound system, and plenty of tech for the time. It's the kind of SUV that makes you feel like you got more than you paid for. Cargo space is solid too. Plenty of room for road trips or hauling stuff around. Now for the stuff to watch out for. Like many Mazdas, the CX-5 isn't immune to wear and tear on suspension components. Expect bushings and shocks to get tired sooner than you'd like, especially if the previous owner drove it hard. The infotainment system in earlier trims can also feel clunky and outdated, though it gets the job done. Another thing, some owners complain about road noise on the highway. It's not terrible, but compared to a CR-V, the cabin is a little louder. Maintenance costs are reasonable, about $450 to $600 a year, and Mazdas generally have a reputation for being reliable if taken care of. The 2.5 engine is pretty bulletproof, so long as oil changes were done regularly. Check service records, take it on a test drive, and listen for any odd suspension noises. Bottom line, the 2017 Mazda CX-5 is the SUV you buy if you don't want to feel bored every time you get behind the wheel. It's stylish, reliable, and fun, all while staying under $15K. If you're torn between this and something like a Rogue, go Mazda. You'll thank yourself every time you take the scenic route home. Number 1. 2015 Honda CR-V. Taking the number 1 spot, no surprise here, is the 2015 Honda CR-V. If you ask 10 mechanics what SUV under $15K you should buy, at least half of them will say CR-V. This thing has a reputation for reliability, strong resale value, and low ownership costs. It's one of the most popular used SUVs in America, and for good reason. Most clean examples with 90,000 to 120,000 miles fall between $11,000 and $15,000, so it's right at the top of our list. The CR-V is all about being practical and dependable. It's powered by a 2.4-liter four-cylinder engine with Honda CVT transmission, giving you solid fuel economy around 27 mpg city and 34 mpg highway. That's better than most SUVs in this category and means fewer painful stops at the gas station. The interior is roomy and well thought out, with wide-opening rear doors, comfortable seating, and one of the best cargo areas in its class. Families love it because it just works. Whether it's road trips, daily commuting, or hauling groceries, the CR-V handles it all without complaint. Another reason the CR-V ranks so high is its long-term durability. These things are known to push well past 200,000 miles with basic maintenance. Oil changes, brakes, and tires, that's usually all they need. Honda's parts are easy to find and cheap compared to some competitors, which keeps repair costs in check. Insurance is also usually affordable, making it a wallet-friendly choice across the board. But let's keep it real, it's not fast. That 2.4-liter engine is dependable but also kind of sleepy. If you're expecting excitement, you'll be disappointed. It's more about smoothness than speed. Some owners also complain about road noise at highway speeds, and the infotainment system in this model year feels outdated compared to newer rivals. Nothing major, but worth knowing before you buy. Overall, the 2015 Honda CR-V is the king of budget SUVs under $15K. It's reliable, efficient, and practical to a fault. You won't impress anyone with speed or flash, but you also won't be calling a tow truck every other month. If you want peace of mind and a safe bet for daily life, this is the SUV to grab. For most people shopping in this price range, the CR-V is the definition of buy it and don't look back. That's our list, guys. Would you actually buy one of these SUVs or stay far away? Drop a comment and tell me which one shocked you the most. Don't forget to like and subscribe.